Dark Souls 3 just came out on PC and it's already got a few issues for PC players that we've looked into, and some of them are resolvable and some not so much. But this has been a common trend with Dark Souls and their PC ports over the years. Dark Souls 3 is certainly better. It's definitely a more honest attempt at porting to PC, but it's still a port and it still has issues. And one of those major ones is Micro-Stutter. And we saw this when trying to capture gameplay. We normally use SLI or Crossfire configurations for capturing gameplay video. And so in the process of doing that, we saw severe Micro-Stutter, which you see on the screen now. And that happened only in the multi-GPU configuration. So a few things here. First of all, before getting too deep into the fixes for all these things, check the description below, click on the link, and that has an article with everything typed out in clear order, bullet points and everything, so that you can clearly follow any instructions that may help you. Now, looking at Micro-Stutter specifically, for this, it would be best advised, of course, to first download the latest GPU driver, because since this video has gone live, there could have been fixes in the driver side, and then download display driver uninstaller, run it, extract, run it, and boot to safe mode, and remove the driver that corresponds to your GPU. Install the new ones, hopefully it works, and if it doesn't, well, then the next best thing to do, really, unfortunately, is to disable your second card until a point at which it's properly supported by either the Dark Souls teams or the driver teams from AMD and NVIDIA. Now, the next thing is key bindings. So this is kind of a funny one. Dark Souls, if anyone remembers, in some of the original games, you couldn't actually save key bindings initially in Dark Souls 2. It sort of had to be hacked. And with Dark Souls 3, they had a key bindings tab. It was there, but even though you could change them, you could not save them. The button to save the key bindings didn't even work, and that is useless. So there was a day zero patch that fixed this. What you need to do is go into Steam or wherever you bought it and make sure you enable the option to grab the latest patches automatically, not just manually, or if you have it manually set, then pull down a new patch for Dark Souls. It should grab a patch that from memory I think is about 50 megabytes. It's definitely under 100 megabytes, and that will fix the key bindings issue, so you'll be able to save your key bindings properly in the menus. The next problem, so, well, this one's less of a problem, actually, more of a location thing just to help you out. So the Dark Souls 3 save file location is in the, it's on the screen right now. You can see where it is. It's in users, username, app data, roaming, Dark Souls 3, graphics config.xml is one of the top items there. And then if you go in further, there's a directory that's alphanumeric, and that contains your save game file. You can pass that around to friends. They will be able to play your game. We did it in the office, and it worked out just fine. The graphics config thing, that's in there as well. So this is useful for a few reasons that are coming up. And one of them is that, well, first of all, you can do fine tuning and tweaking here. Not a whole lot. It's all the same stuff that you see in the menus. But if something goes wrong, you could reset it here. And the next reason it's important is because of crashing CTDs, black screens, flickering, things of that nature. If you see any of those, then short of doing a driver uninstall, which you should definitely do, and reinstall them, short of that working, one of the next best things to do is delete that graphics file and then go into Steam or wherever, verify the integrity of game cache to reacquire it. You should back it up before you delete it. And once it's reacquired, it will be reset to the default graphics settings, and hopefully those will not break your display device before you can get into the options and actually change them, because that happened to us as well. And then the normal CTDs, a lot of them were fixed in that day zero patch, so hopefully pulling that patch down for really various other reasons would fix the CTDs. But that covers most of the stuff we've seen so far. A big thing here that I haven't really mentioned yet because I don't have a fix for it is the FPS limit and FPS drops. So right now the game is limited to 60 FPS. That was a thing with Dark Souls 2 as well, and there was a hack that the community created that was able to bypass this and resolve it. But Dark Souls 3, being brand new, doesn't have that yet. I have not found a way to unlock it. Perhaps someone has by the time this video goes live, but if they have a way out there to unlock FPS, you've found it, then comment below so everyone else will benefit from it. I have not found a way to unlock FPS from 60. I've tried the control panels for NVIDIA and AMD, and I've tried forcing off VSync and all that stuff. It seems stuck at 60, and I believe the game engine timing is tied to the frame rate, so even unlocking it might not actually be a good thing to do, kind of like with Fallout 4. And that's really all just lower level game logic. So that is all for our quick Dark Souls 3 sort of crash fix PC port post-launch guide type thing. Hopefully that helps you out. And if you want to read our review on the game or view it, hit that channel and you can see our video review of the game, and the article is linked in the description below if you'd like to actually read the review and see what we thought about the PC port altogether, because we recapped it pretty thoroughly there. So thank you for watching. As always, Patreon link to the postal video to help us out directly, and I will see you all next time.